Ooh. Are you eating enough pretzels, Brian? Is that what that text was?
It was my carb counter.
Yeah.
Hey, you're eating too many pretzels.
That's right.
How many beers? Beers are fine.
Beers are fine.
All right.
Hey, the Nakatomi building.
Casper,
Oh, it's a commercial.
we believe that happiness is about more than entertainment. It's about being known, understood, loved. Introducing your new best friend.
Aww. I was waiting for that song to appear.
Oh shit! Scan his face, okay?
Wow.
This was it.
Space Brew.
All right. I have a lot of thoughts about this.
Of course you do. Hey man, that's a nice shirt.
Hey, thanks a lot, man.
Did you iron it?
No.
Slept in it.
Yeah,
That's right.
totally.
Hey man, cool.
Well, here's the thing. What I do is I go home and I drink my Ohana beer.
What's this one that you're drinking
I'm
today?
drinking Pomelo. It's only
Really?
around-
It's back?
It's back. It's
Oh
only
my
around-
god, for a limited time, Pomelo is back, ladies and
You know,
gentlemen.
if you're watching this episode, it's already gone because I've
cried-
drank it all
He cried when they pulled it off the wall.
from my cold, dead hands.
That's right.
So, yeah, I go home and I pour from my keg, and my wife always tells me, "Why are you always at Ohana?" And she goes, "You have it at home," and I go,
Because Catfish is there,
Yeah,
man.
Catfish is there.
Catfish is hanging
And we're
out.
sitting there.
Toby's there.
Toby's
and we're
there.
doing Moderately Famous. That's why I'm here, man.
"What we do, man."
That's right.
So I usually just pass out in my clothing. That's what happens.
That's where the buildup was.
That's right.
He's
That's
like,
right.
you. He's like,
And then it's like, I wake up. Oh, it's time to do
Oh my
Moderately
god.
Famous.
Why am I sleeping like this?
I walk in like Nicolas Cage at a freaking bar in New Orleans. hey guys, Evolution is here. Is my table ready? The national treasure. So you were telling me, I was talking about Nicolas Cage
man,
in what,
hold up.
episode 2?
Oh my god. So it was our friends, the Chicago Blues Mobile, that checked them out on Instagram. We were totally Brian was totally giving me a hard time because of their car and blah blah blah. And they saw episode 2.
I said we can go to a cop graveyard right now and go find a goddamn blues
That's
mobile.
right, exactly. When in reality, you find Crown Vics and whatnot. That's where they're at. Anyway, so Nicolas Cage walks into a bar and Brian tells the whole story. And my friends from the Chicago Bluesmobile say Nicolas Cage has his own freaking pyramid in one of the cemeteries there.
That the story I told was completely true. Nicolas Cage does do that in New Orleans. And he has apparently a crypt,
That's right.
or what is it?
It's a pyramid.
Oh, because he's a national treasure!
Freaking A, man.
Fucking Nicolas Cage!
Horrible.
What an asshole!
What an asshole.
But,
Can't believe it. But thank you, Chicago Bluesmobile, for letting us know. I know it wasn't in the comments.
thank you, because I don't feel like I'm telling a lie.
What do you think? You know what I mean?
You know, if it's one thing I don't want to be, it's like Pinocchio. Because then all of a sudden Disney's going to try to copyright.
I'm a real boy. Oh, that's Shrek.
But, so, going back to what we talked about in episode 1, we talked about how I don't watch trailers.
That's right.
All right, so I just wanted to clarify. I do watch trailers of movies I'm never going to see.
Like Hobbs and what's his name? Hobbs and the new Fast and the Furious.
Oh
thing.
God, Hobbs and The Rock.
Yeah, man.
Hobbs.
You know, it's like Hobbs is the Rock.
Idris
It's-
Elba, what are you doing, man?
No, you know what was really horrible
Idris
about
Elba, you're an actual talent. What are you doing?
When I saw the trailer
You should
for
be
that-
the Green Lantern.
But when I saw the trailer for that, I felt like I already saw the whole movie.
Yeah, there's no point. I'm not gonna watch it. I watched the trailer. I'm good.
All the great parts were there, and so we see the trailer
Studios.
for Child's Play. We see the trailer for
Aladdin.
and we're like, what the hell?
Studios.
What the
Your
hell?
whole goal in trailers is to show why we should see the movie.
Tease, give us a little bit of
Yes.
skin, not the whole
Yes.
boob.
Catfish loves burlesque shows.
That's right.
And the whole thing about burlesque shows is that it's about the tease.
That's
it's
right.
about the making you want it.
That's right.
Type of thing.
That's right.
Now, trailers used to make you want it.
That's right.
They were like the hot chick at the bar that kind of like, hey, buy me a drink, maybe.
Maybe.
But no. Now,
They show you the
trailers
whole thing.
Or like a
let's
freaking
go-
porn star.
That's right.
From Michigan that decides to put it on freaking online for anybody to see. For
Going beyond the
whatever
HJs in the back.
I mean,
parking lot.
Christ, have you Googled Dick's Sporting Goods online anytime soon?
My dad actually.
Oh my
shopped.
God, I heard a documentary about some kid that got addicted to porn because he was looking up Dick's Sporting Goods and just Google was like, here's all the dick.
That's right.
So anyway, point is, trailers used to make you want it. Now they give all the cookies away.
All the cookies.
All the cookies.
All the cookies.
And we
all the.
I mean, literally, I will not watch a trailer of a movie I want to see. I did not watch Spider-Man Into the Universe. I did not watch Bumblebee. I didn't watch one Punisher trailer for Netflix. I didn't watch any of those things.
I didn't see
But-
Solo, anything of Solo, because I wanted it.
Oh,
was
I think you were
excited.
talking about the Mario Van Peebles movie. Oh, I was like
Solo. That was Solo. That's right. Oh my God. Oh
So,
my God. That was the 90s. Huh?
That was the 90s,
Oh my
and Solo was a
God.
great movie.
No, I'm talking about Solo, like Star Wars.
Star Wars Solo. Yeah, no,
like
I
I didn't
won't-
watch any of the trailers.
I won't watch the Star
I didn't
Wars
watch
trailer.
any of the junkets. I didn't watch
No.
any of the how-to. I didn't watch any of that stuff because I was like,
None of it.
You're not gonna kill Han Solo like you did in the fucking
I
last.
still, and I point out to everybody when they say, why don't you watch trailers? I go, they ruined it when you had Iron Man. Was it Iron Man or Captain America Civil War? Which one was it?
It was Spider-Man that appeared in Civil War.
Freaking trailer, Spider-Man appears and steals the shield, and he's like, hey guys. And you're like, what? Why would
Why?
they show that? That was one of the best parts of the movie. So then I heard an interview. This is back when Jay Thomas was alive, rest in peace. Jay Thomas goes, these fucking assholes, they take the best parts of the movie and they put them in the trailers because they want to get you to see the movie. But then I realize you're going to be pissed when you
See that.
watch the movie, and that was the best parts of the
And
whole
you're
movie.
like, oh.
Yeah. And so we just watched Child's Play. And we just watched Aladdin. And we pointed out, okay, Aladdin looks awful.
Horrible.
I mean, understand, a cartoon version.
Yeah, but come on,
You
man.
got Robin Williams coming out. And
Please,
at this
man.
time, if we go back to the time,
Please.
none of us, nobody in America even knows what Arabia means. Nobody even knows what people should sound like. I mean,
That's
we do
right.
now, thanks to 9/11.
But we have like Aladdin that comes out, and we have, that whole scene where he's like, oh, yes, come closer, come closer. Oh, too close.
From the Dead Sea.
It's still dead. But that was all Robin Williams.
Yeah.
All Robin Williams.
And that's what the beauty was with it. Robin was just this powerhouse. and-
What was the last funniest thing that Will Smith ever produced?
I'll see your last one bit, Will Smith, and raise you a what did Adam Sandler do? Huh? I'm just saying, they're both the same at this point. We loved Adam Sandler, we loved Will Smith, but what the fuck are you guys doing right now?
Well, see, we also have Will Smith coming out with Bad Boys 2.
Three.
Three?
Three. I saw two.
So, yeah.
And Michael Bay, if you're watching, you better watch your ass. Okay?
Yeah, man,
You
seriously.
better watch your back.
Because I'm sure he's not watching it.
No,
unless he's
not.
watching it on Facebook.
Once
where we
again,
have, like,
only 4 people are watching. Hi, Mom.
Hey,
So,
how are you?
say hi to my mom, you asshole.
Hey, Mom, how are you? Good to see you.
So, point is, Michael Bay. God damn it, Michael Bay. If I can't stand Nicolas Cage, Michael Bay is that next bastard. And
He is
who's the
on
other
top
asshole that I
5?
mentioned that I can't stand? Yeah, I got a hit list. But you know what? I'm not even. No, I'm just joking because apparently you can't joke about things like that anymore.
That's right.
I do not have a hit list.
On print? Oh yeah, I can't do that. Yeah. No.
So, Michael Bay, God damn it, his freaking movies, all his. Okay, explosion, slow mo,
He ruined the Turtles film,
slow mo,
right? The Turtles film. He did.
more slow mo.
Didn't he do the Turtles film?
I mean, Christ, The Matrix. What they did with slow motion was amazing.
But that
Part
was
one
the
only.
Wachowski brothers.
Wachowski sisters now. Woo! But that was the first time. Michael Bay is that guy at a party that makes the one fucking joke and then keeps making the same fucking joke. Hi, Leo. I know you're watching. He makes the same fucking
Does
joke.
he actually
over
watch
and-
it?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
I have
So-
never shared that. I've never shared this show with you. Be like, hey, you want to see something funny? Yeah, come to my show.
But Michael Bay is that same guy that makes the same joke over and over
man,
and over and
really?
over. Shut up, catfish.
Oh, my God.
So I can't stand it. Bad Boys 2. There's a scene where his sister, Gabrielle Union,
Oh my God.
she gets kidnapped. And the name of the actor, he became a TV commercial guy. Dude, ultimate bad guy. But he started selling rum after this. But he gets kidnapped. I mean, she gets kidnapped. They go to Cuba. And there's a scene where these men we've never ever seen before act like they're brothers in arms with Will Smith. And they're walking
Slow motion.
in slow motion.
The hero
And
shot.
It's like 10 minutes of them walking up to this table. And this dude that looks like Goldberg with a giant rabbi beard.
Was it
puts
really
his-
Goldberg?
No, it probably wasn't. Puts his, but he was just a big buff dude.
I'm sure it was
And he puts his
Goldberg.
hands on the table. Whatever you need will help.
Hey, in Punisher, Kevin Nash was that big
That's
Swiss
correct.
dude.
He was the Russian.
that
No, he was
big
the Russian.
guy.
He was the Russian. And don't get me started on the Russian
Oh my
because the Russian,
God.
they completely screwed him up completely in the comic books. They gave him boobs and a Frankenstein whole thing. And it was, But Kevin Nash as the Russian in the movie, even though I can't stand Thomas Jane playing the Punisher, the Russian, Kevin Nash, he nailed it because he could not be stopped. And literally, the thing that stopped him was a pot of hot water. I mean,
Kevin Nash was at the Wrestling Guys store just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were celebrating their
but
anniversary. Go
Michael
ahead.
Bay, go fuck yourself.
That's right. No, yeah, I agree with you. Some of these trailers are just like, yeah, I've already seen all of the film.
Already seen it. So Child's Play, right? So I was talking to my wife about this, and I said, I'm watching Child's Play, and I'm looking at the microchips. I'm looking at the scene where their technology is like putting this thing together, and in the trailer you see like the good guy scans his face,
Right.
and then it.
It's like if you had a Teddy Ruxpin that actually had
Yeah.
had a face recognition kind of thing. That's
kind
kind of
thing.
creepy.
So now, if we go back to the original Child's Play, you have the good guys, the hottest item that every and literally this happens every year. What's the hot item? What do all the kids want? And with Jeffrey dead, along with Stan Lee, I don't think the hottest item is going to happen. I think honestly, that Jeffrey and Toys R Us crews were like, this is the hottest
No,
item.
but they're planning on bringing Toys R Us back though,
Yeah, but my point is, the hottest item last year is a piece of shit toy.
and there's no more KB Toys either, too.
There's no more kid to me. But my point, see, Teddy Ruxpin,
I
to
know
me,
your point. Yeah, I
was
get it.
a hot item.
Get it?
Okay, it was a talking bear with a cassette tape.
Right.
I mean, they brought it back since. It's like dating your ex all over again. It's not going to happen. But anyway, so
What did you tell me that one time? It's like reheating McDonald's food.
oh yeah, don't.
I can't believe you did that one time. Someone said, "Oh my God, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard." Reheating McDonald's food.
Don't date your ex, people. That's words of wisdom right
That's
there.
right.
Take
Don't-
that home with you.
don't go backwards.
Don't
It's
go
like
back. Move forward.
Michael Jackson all the way
Always
back.
moving
Yeah,
forward.
that's right.
And so, Child's Play back in the '80s. You have this doll that everybody wants.
Right.
Mom's willing to freaking murder somebody for it. She doesn't actually murder somebody, but she.
It's like Jingle All the Way with
Yeah.
Arnold.
It's like a
my
scary
God.
jingle all the way.
Oh,
so
Jesus Christ.
so anyway, then you have this serial killer named Charles Lee Ray, who looks like Tommy Wiseau, is going around murdering people, and he's apparently got a voodoo teacher because you can just find those voodoo teachers, and he's being cornered by the cops, and he needs to be able to put his essence into another human being. Unfortunately, he can't do that.
Joe Boo.
So he grabs this good guy doll because
Major League.
every freaking Major League. So every freaking everybody wants this toy, but just somehow the serial killer ends up with the hottest toy that season. and he puts his essence into this toy. This homeless guy finds it, sells it to this woman. She takes it home to the kid. The guy still goes around killing people. That was believable because in the 80s, we didn't have technology. We didn't have the ability to think like that's something that's possible. We just accepted like, wow, you believe that?
Small soldiers.
Small
remember?
soldiers.
Yeah.
Now, that was sort of on the cusp. Like we were starting to get technology.
Yeah.
And we had Terminator.
Right, but
The
small
Terminator.
soldiers, they had the chip in the back.
Exactly. And they were munitions chips.
Yeah.
They were made for rockets, and we had already had the Gulf War.
Right.
So we were like, okay, we all know what munitions chips are because we're from the Gulf War now.
Right.
And my brother fought in the Gulf War. And, and so we were like, okay, we know what these are. This is like a kid-friendly Terminator. And Terminator was sort of far-fetched too because it's like, oh, he came back from the future.
Oh my God,
to
we
kill
won't talk about Terminator.
this person.
No.
Whereas then you have Back to the Future to so point is
You're dating your mom!
you're dating your mom. So but these are all believable back then because we didn't have technology. We didn't have the idea that this is possible. So I'm watching this trailer where I'm like, all right, so how is this serial killer going to get inside this kid? And so another reason why I don't...
Inside the kid or inside the doll?
I'm sorry, inside the doll. Inside the doll.
Okay.
So another reason why I don't like watching trailers is because then I start making up my own story. So my theory is because we've got the whole bullying situation, we've got the whole mental health situation. So what if the doll scanned that kid and then started creating what that kid might have wanted or what that kid's capable of?
Okay.
And then that's why the doll started going around killing people.
Right.
Now, we're going to watch the movie, and we're going to find, it's the whole, oh my God, he was killing because of me. This is who I could have been, that sort of thing. And now we're going to watch the movie, and we're like, oh no, it's because there was a fucking glitch in the system, or there was a serial killer put his voodoo curse on the
Skynet. Damn you.
Skynet fucking did it, and, Edward Furlong.
I don't know. I'm not a horror fan. Sorry. I don't want to. I just don't. I mean, I don't know.
I stopped at the horror.
I'm sorry. When I would watch horror films, I would laugh, and
Yeah.
my friends would be like, "You're supposed to be scared."
No, they were fun.
They're
were fun
funny as
movies.
fuck. They're funny as hell.
Sleepaway Camp. You ever see that?
Oh my God,
God.
it's too funny.
Oh my
Too
God!
funny.
For the longest, every time I pull up to pick up my wife, I go, "Howdy, partner."
Jesus Christ. Seriously.
I even sometimes I'll come out of the shower and I'll just look at my wife and go.
Would.
So yeah, she walks away like this.
She's like, "Hey, sit there.
Somebody needs to trim.
Here's your big pile of Punisher comic books, you asshole."
So, but yeah, horror films used to be fun. Okay, but Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, to this day. I mean, Halloween Horror Nights had Freddy Mays, and I'm like, this is fun. This is fun. Goddamn hair wet. Because I'm like, he's all like,
No, I don't.
no, you don't mess with Freddy. You don't mess with Robert Englund. But at the same time, those were funny too. Freddy versus Jason, which we heard about for how long?
Long time.
Long time. Freddy versus Jason. And then finally, it comes out, and we're like, yes! 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 I don't know the name of that wrestler. I just know he's a meme. Anyway, point is, they're showing why Jason died in the lake.
Okay.
Which is why the mom started murdering everybody.
Lake what?
Placid? No, not Placid. That's the alligator. It's see, I almost went Sleepaway Camp. Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake. Hey, Crystal Lake.
But anyway, there's a scene where the chick, the protagonist in this movie, and such a good actress, she disappeared. Kind of looked like a duck though. But anyway,
Howard the Duck?
how was the duck?
Yeah.
So she's like, save him, the boy is drowning. And he's like, I can't, the bitch is dead on her feet. And I mean, Freddy was hilarious. Freddy was one of the deadliest dudes you'd mess with, but he always had a joke. And that's what I liked about the character, because it was clearly, he was a psychopath, because he was enjoying torturing everybody.
Right.
And he was making jokes as this was happening. So when they remade Nightmare on Elm Street, we're like, okay, yeah, he does look more like what somebody would look like if they were burned.
Right.
But then the whole idea, I mean, understand, Freddy was always a child molester. He was a child rapist. He was like, spawned from John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah,
he
Spawn
was
was good.
Yeah, don't get me started on Spawn. But
They're gonna make another one.
they are, yes. Not a John Leguizamo version.
Yeah.
So, but
Leguizamo. Yeah.
But so Freddy was always a child molester, and that's why the parents in the town went and murdered him, burned him. And the remake, it was just so much creepier, not so much scary, just creepy, because you had like the group of kids that were keeping a secret, but they were traumatized mentally. And that's why they couldn't really remember what had happened to them, except when they were asleep, and that's when Freddy would attack them. And it was, I just walked out of there with... I didn't walk out of there with fear like I did with the original. I walked out with douche chills. Just like when somebody plugs their Long Beach radio show.
That's right. It's not even on the air yet, but we're already talking about it. Cape Fear was pretty good. Do you ever see Cape Fear?
I did not, but I've heard all the highlights.
Yeah. De Niro.
And then The Simpsons ruined it for me.
Well, De Niro did a great job. Check it out on Netflix. Cape Fear was amazing.
Now, what is the name of the movie they're watching where De Niro's screaming that freaking, he's laughing that hard?
I can't remember.
Problem Child.
Oh, that's right.
They're watching Problem Child. So, I don't know the name of the actor, but I know Juliette Lewis is the girl he's interested in.
Right.
And they're watching Problem Child.
That's crazy because
and-
I was watching, because what had happened was I watched Cape Fear, and then the next movie I watched was Dusk Till Dawn, and Juliette Lewis is in both films. I couldn't even plan it as well as I did, where I was just like, yes, Robert Rodriguez, I had to watch it again.
Robert Rodriguez, man. Another great one.
He was really amazing when he put together Desperado and the short amount of money that he had in order to do it. And what's really funny is if you really follow Robert Rodriguez, there is actually a show where Robert Rodriguez takes a bunch of film students that have cameras and they have to produce a film with X amount of dollars, just like Robert Rodriguez. Did you know that? I found that I found that interesting.
It sounds interesting. I mean, I watched El Mariachi, which led into Desperado, which then Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
That's right.
But he sort of alluded to that he wanted a Desperado 2, but didn't want to make a Desperado 2. And so in Once Upon a Time in Mexico, he had a secret Desperado 2, which is the scenes with Salma Hayek in there.
Right.
And I'm like,
Killed. Yeah, I know. Pretty sad.
I'm like, it was good.
Yeah, I worked during the time that film came out. I worked with a company called Milan Entertainment, and Milan Entertainment ended up producing the soundtrack to Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which was really cool. And I was just like, wow, cool. Like Juno Reactor ended up doing a few songs and whatnot. And I was like,
well, what it taught me was that Salma Hayek got around. So apparently she was with this.
She got a rack, or she got around.
She got around. She was
I
with
thought
this
she got
general
a rack.
dude,
I like
but
a
yeah,
rack.
she was with Buche, and then Moco, yeah, and then she was with Antonio at the same time. No,
She had a library.
no, and I mean, no. I mean, I'm married, going on 17 years.
He got his hands blown apart.
No, I'm not doing that. I haven't
And he's
told you.
trying to play guitar like in the I
haven't even told you. I'm like, dude, if the chick's got a library card going on, back up. Aladdin 2019. Let's find
I will
this.
be seeing the female version of Ghostbusters because the girlfriend's like, you're gonna see that.
I'm gonna see that way before I see the Aladdin 2019 version. Please show me the Ghostbusters.
Please.
Kleenex Soothing Lotion. America's softest lotion tissue.
Softest lotion in the world. Oh God. Can't believe it. Arabian Nights like Arabian Days.
What's the parrot's name again?
Iago.
Iago. Is Gilbert Gottfried gonna appear in this?
Oh my God! No, I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean that's the only saving grace here. If we,
Probably
Bring
not.
me the lamp.
is that Jafar?
Yep.
Your life begins now.
Who's Jafar? Is he an actor?
I don't even know.
Aladdin.
Oh my God! Look at that CGI version of Abu.
Do you know Jasmine? I do like the Bollywood dance sequences.
Right.
Because they didn't have that in Disney's version.
Here it comes. Here comes the worst part of the trailer. Okay.
You really don't know who I am. Genie, wishes, land, none of that ringing a bell.
Was Kevin Hart unavailable? So another trailer we saw was Aladdin, and
Yeah, Will
Wow.
Smith. Yeah, I don't know.
Will Smith.
I don't even
And-
know. But you know what? It's nice to see the whole Bollywood thing that you were talking about, like with the whole.
I liked the colorfulness because
That's right.
you didn't have
The
that
grandeur.
the grandeur, just the authenticity of the culture. Because, like I said at the time, when we saw Aladdin, we weren't familiar with the culture. I mean, I'm sure film students were.
I'm sure.
I'm sure directors were.
sure.
But the average American was not familiar with the culture.
right.
You know, so Aladdin was given to us as is. Robin Williams gave it
Ali
to us.
Ababa.
Ali Ababa.
That's right.
Jafar.
Ali Abubu.
You know, and then you got parrots that talk like Gilbert Gottfried. Ah, hey, yeah, Affleck.
That's right.
And so, yeah, we were just like, whatever. And so we're watching the trailer, and we don't hear anything out of the actors, so we don't know what to expect.
No,
we
just
don't
see
hear anything out of the
hands-
bird.
Hands holding. We see her coming down the
We hear,
stairs.
we hear, we hear Will Smith, which, all right, where did the genie? I mean, did the lamp come from Bel Air?
That's right.
Or where? Because I mean, just
Or
full on. It's
Philadelphia.
just
It's probably
or Philadelphia,
Philadelphia.
where he was born and raised.
That's right.
Because it's just Will Smith going, "Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Will Smith."
Yeah, it just doesn't really. I
No.
just don't know.
But then you go to the cave where Jafar was trying to
Cave
look
of-
for. Oh God, I can't remember.
Cave of Wonders.
Cave of Wonders, and I'm not 100%, but it sounds a lot like what Frank Welker.
That's right.
It sounds like Frank Welker.
Hey, Mega Mike.
And dude, Frank Welker, a lot of people don't know this. He was the voice of Dr. Claw
That's right.
on Inspection Gadget. He was the voice of Soundwave.
That's right.
He is the voice of Scooby Doo. In fact, he was the voice of
Wait a
Scooby
minute.
Doo.
Wait a minute. So he did Scooby Doo, and Casey Kasem did Scooby Doo too.
Casey Kasem did Scooby Doo, but
one.
I'm sorry, he did Scooby Doo in the Matthew Lillard remake.
Oh.
He was Scooby Doo in that one, in the
that one, I
two
didn't
movies. I enjoyed those movies. A lot of people didn't. I enjoyed those. Scooby Doo
They were entertaining.
1 and 2. Yeah, I thought they were fun. I showed them to my daughter. She loves it.
They were entertaining.
But Frank Welker. Now, a lot of people don't know this. What other major comedian, actor, game show host got his start with Frank Welker?
Mark Summers.
Howie Mandel.
Yes. What did Howie Mandel do?
Gizmo.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, Howie Mandel also did Bobby's World too.
And Bobby's World. But
That's right.
he did Gizmo, Bobby's World.
Oh, yeah.
God, what was the other thing that he did?
He's bald now.
He's also a germaphobe.
He's a super germaphobe.
But he wasn't afraid of all that pussy in Hollywood.
Hi-oh!
But apparently he's a germaphobe now.
That's right.
So,
All right.
but getting back into it,
What's going?
I am avoiding Aladdin. I'm avoiding
not gonna watch
Child's
it.
Play.
I'm not gonna watch it.
What other movies are coming up?
Oh, Lion King. I heard
No,
about
I'm
Lion
avoiding
King.
Lion King.
That was like shot per shot of like the animated like.
I like though when people said I'm not watching a live action Lion King.
Well, they're even going to talk about D23. They're going to do a Little Mermaid one too as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because after the success of the Beauty and the Beast, they're gonna just redo all of them.
You know, I didn't know that at Disneyland, there's one restaurant that actually has like Lumiere and Cogsworth, and they're all up in the actual restaurant. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
The
Like-
one in
yeah, the one at Disneyland. Yeah.
No, I mean the
Yeah, Fantasyland.
Fantasyland.
Yeah. There's a restaurant that's all
The one
themed.
where you get the Beast Burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are like there's a Lumiere and there's a Cogsworth and there's a Mrs. Potts and they're all in the restaurant. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. That's like a hidden Mickey kind of thing, you know?
Thank you.
No, I didn't see it either. I
loved it.
The
I
last
thought it was
Disney
great.
film I saw was I saw Mary Poppins and
I
it
didn't see
was
that.
it was sweet to see it with
Wait, the blackface one? Because I don't want to get back into that with you.
No. The Mary Poppins one with what's her name? With
Emily Blunt?
Emily Blunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see
They're
it.
actually going to make a second film. You know that they're talking about making another film.
Well, of course, because if Walt was alive today,
He would probably say no.
he would say, "Take the blood from every child alive."
and do it.
And
Anyway,
yeah.
I enjoyed it, and there was probably a few parts that were a little. No, there was like one or two parts where, you know, my friend, we went to go see it, and she was kind of like, and I was like, yeah, I don't think your daughters would appreciate it either. But other than that,
So, going back to like fan fiction, fan theory, fan this, fan that, do you think that Mary Poppins was Dick Van Dyke's nanny, and that's why he kind of knew her in the original Mary Poppins? And so they were kind of friendly?
no, I
No?
don't think so. No, not at all.
Because there's that theory floating around. So I didn't see the new Mary Poppins, so I don't really.
I'm not going to ruin it for you. You have
Okay,
to see
don't
You have
ruin
to
it.
see it, but it was entertaining. It was
Okay.
entertaining, and seeing Dick Van Dyke appear in the film.
Old Dick
I
CGI?
No. You're gonna watch
No.
it. You're gonna watch it. And
This
you
is
come
like
back to
watching
me.
Carrie Fisher in, was it Solo?
No, she was in Solo.
Which one was, or Rogue One? Rogue One.
Rogue One.
It was Rogue One where you see Carrie Fisher at the very end,
No.
and they go, "What was it?" And she's like, "Hope."
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. No. Again, I was entertained by Mary Poppins. I thought it was good. I didn't see any of the trailers because I thought to myself, like, I'm gonna watch it. And I went to go see
Yeah.
it with a friend of mine, and she
So my
loved
advice-
it. Big fan.
My advice is don't watch a trailer if you really want to see a film. Watch the trailer of a movie you're like, kind of see it down there. I saw
just-
Overlord. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen it. I saw the trailers for it. I couldn't
saw
figure out what the fuck
a
I was watching.
bunch of trailers
You know what
for
I
it.
thought about when I saw Overlord? I thought of Wolfenstein. Do you remember
Wolfenstein, yeah.
Wolfenstein? I thought of Wolfenstein. I thought
Yeah.
to myself, dude, Wolfenstein was the best shooter game out there.
I never played.
It was cool. I had
I actually worked for Bethesda, the company that does Wolfenstein,
Right.
they do a bunch of other video games, and they as balloon artists they were like, okay, make anybody anything except Wolfenstein. And I go,
because he's pretty plain. Though.
why can't I make Wolfenstein? And they go, it's all Nazi paraphernalia. We don't want you making not. And I go, oh, I have. Pardon my ignorance. I've never played the game. I had no idea that it was about Nazis.
Christ, man.
And they were like,
But see, I liked Wolfenstein because I thought at the time everybody else was playing Doom.
Yes.
And everyone loved Doom. And everyone's like, oh, Doom this, Doom that. I go, I'm playing Wolfenstein. They're like, shut the hell up. And I'm like,
I did
sorry.
like Doom. I did like Doom, and
I could get away with playing Wolfenstein because my dad didn't give a shit that I was playing it because it wasn't as violent as Doom was.
well, that's the thing. I love Doom, and then guess who starred in the movie Doom? The Rock.
Oh, Duke Nukem. That was fun too.
Was that a movie?
Duke Nukem was a video game.
No, I mean I played
No,
that.
never-
I mean,
never
did they make it a movie?
no.
I was sort of transitioning from
No,
a
no,
video game
no,
to a
I was
movie.
just saying, sure.
So my point is,
First-
Overlord was a video game
Really?
and a movie.
Wow.
And so I was telling my wife, I go, oh, this is a video game and a movie.
Wow.
And you
No
know,
idea.
I mean, the poster. Now I'm kind of like, I don't even want to look at posters anymore. So the poster was this beautiful poster that looked like a stream of blood.
Wow.
But when you look closer, it was a parachute with a soldier.
Wow.
But that looked like blood. It was like blood drops. So
Wow.
it looked really cool.
Wow.
And so it alluded to like you're going to be watching a zombie flick, Nazi zombie flick.
Wow.
So I'm like, Nazi zombie, I'm in.
Werewolves of the Nazis, right? Was
Yeah,
that right?
I'm in, all in. But then we watched it, and I'm like, this is a war flick.
Nazi werewolves.
It was, I mean, you watch J.J. Abrams, though. J.J. Abrams can make a good flick.
80. What was that? 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter.
No, not 8 millimeter. That's Nicolas Cage.
That's right.
It was,
The alien, right?
yeah, the alien one. God, something 8. Super 8.
Super 8.
Super 8. Great film.
And you know who helped produce that film?
Tell me.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, of course.
Because what had happened was J.J. Abrams ended up sending. There was a contest that Steven Spielberg ended up creating, and J.J. Abrams ended up seeing the contest, and he submitted a film.
But so is that like sort of the kid story? That's amazing. And I mean, that talk about a
Super
great.
8. That was
talk
great.
about a great movie. I mean, I loved it because one, you've got the intrigue and the supernatural or the alien thing to intrigue the adults. You've got the whole kids just filming themselves running around thing to intrigue kids.
Right.
You've got, and I even told people, I said when I watched it, I go, it's E.T. meets X-Files. And, but I want to go back to Bumblebee real quick. So, Bumblebee, did you notice they sort of made him like a lost puppy?
Yeah.
And I was thinking that, I'm like, they made him E.T. Like that whole scene, but this is what annoyed me that I didn't bring up the last time. But they made that scene where E.T.'s looking for the Reese's Pieces.
Right.
And he's drinking the beer.
Right.
And he's sort of affecting Elliot.
Right.
That's
Elliot.
what Bumblebee was doing. And
But see, the thing is, in Bumblebee, he lost his fucking voice box again.
that had nothing to do with his brain.
No,
He was in stasis. I'm sorry.
He was in stasis. His whole body got reset after the whole attack where
Which
John Cena's
bullet
like,
swing.
John Cena's like, oh, what's going on here? I've never seen this before. And then the next thing
I
you
want to
know,
kill.
I want to
Autobots.
kill after all that. After he gets his ass handed to him,
Yeah.
because Bumblebee is with Blitzwing.
But J.J. Abrams, I mean, I love. He did all the Star Trek films. I'm not a Trekkie.
Lens flares. What the hell is up with lens flares? Why does he use lens flares in all his Star Trek
anything's better than
films? You know Sam,
Michael Bay.
You know Sam Peckinpah?
No, I do not.
Sam Peckinpah did The Wild Bunch. Sam Peckinpah was the man who created the slow motion shots.
Okay.
Because it looked like a ballet. It looked like
Yeah.
they were dancing in slow motion, and people go, "Oh man, that's so awesome!"
The opening scene of Reservoir Dogs.
Of course.
Great scene.
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin
Amazing.
Tarantino.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean,
good friend
I'm
of
all
Robert
about-
Rodriguez.
But freaking Michael Bay just
No.
spits it out, just nonstop. And you know what? We're gonna have to cut this short because I can't. I gotta get the taste of Michael Bay out of my mouth.
We need to encourage you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, to continue to check out our upcoming episodes, check out our past episodes. Hey, guess what? We're hanging out here at Ohana in Alhambra. This is The Belusionist, and I am Catfish. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Belusionist, Los Angeles Catfish. Thanks again to our good friend Toby, rocking it, Dark Mind TV. Check us out on Facebook. Share it. We'll see you soon.